Good morning. Today we will determine the zero of exponential functions. Bago ang lahat, mag-review muna tayo ng laws of exponent. For any real numbers a and b, and any positive real numbers m and n, a raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Quantity a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to m times n. Quantity a b raised to n is equal to a raised to n b raised to n. A raised to m over a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n, where a is not equal to 0. Quantity a over b raised to n is equal to a raised to n over b raised to n, where b is not equal to 0. And a raised to 0 is equal to 1. So, determining the zeros of an exponential functions. The zero of an exponential function refers to the value of the independent variable x that makes the function zero. So, ito yung mga value ng x kung saan pag na-substitute mo sa function, 0 ang lumalabas na sagot. So, to find the zero of an exponential function f of x, equate f of x to 0 and solve for x. Determine the zero of an exponential function. Number 1, f of x is equal to 3 raised to x. So for our solution, equate lang natin ang ating function into 0 or palitan lang yung f of x or yung y ng 0. So we have 3 raised to x is equal to 0. Since walang real value of x na kapag na-substitute natin, magiging true statement ang 3 raised to x is equal to 0. Therefore, f of x has no 0. Number 2, g of x is equal to 5 raised to 3x minus 12 minus 1. So, equate lang ulit natin sa 0. We have 5 raised to 3x minus 12 minus 1. So, lipat natin yung 1 sa kabila. So, magiging positive 1. We have 5 raised to 3x minus 12. So, anything na we raise to 0 is equal to 1. So, kailangan equal yung bases natin, which is 5. So, we can raise 5 to 0 so that it is equal to 1. Since equal na yung bases nila na 5, we can bring down the exponent. Pwede na ibaba yung 3x minus 12 at yung 0. So, we have 3x minus 12 is equal to 0. Lipat uli natin yung 12 sa kabila. We have 3x is equal to 12. Dividing both sides by 3, we have x is equal to 4. Therefore, the zero of g of x is 4. Number 3, g of x is equal to 1/2 raised to 3x plus 5 minus 8. Equate lang ulit natin sa 0. So, we have 1/2 raised to 3x plus 5 minus 8 is equal to 0. Lipat yung 8 sa kabila. Since negative, magiging positive. We have 1/2 raised to 3x plus 5 is equal to 8. Gawin natin ulit na equal ang bases nila. So, yung 1/2, that is also equal to 2 raised to negative 1. And we have yung 8 as 2 raised to 3. So, equal na yung bases nila, which is 2. So, using the law of exponent a raised to m, the quantity a raised to m times n is equal to a raised to mn. So, pwede na nating i-distribute yung negative 1 na exponent sa loob ng parentheses sa exponent sa labas. So, we have 2 raised to negative 3x minus 5 is equal to 2 raised to 3. Since pareha na sila ng base, which is 2, pwede nang ibaba ang exponent. We have negative 3x minus 5 is equal to 3. So, lipat natin yung 5 sa kabila. We have negative 3x is equal to 3 plus 5. So, add lang, perform this one. We have negative 3x is equal to 8, dividing both sides by negative 3. So, we have x is equal to negative 8 over 3. Therefore, the zero of g of x is negative 8 over 3. Number 4, h of x is equal to 4 raised to 3x plus 2 minus the quantity 1 over 256 raised to 2x minus 1. So, equate lamang ulit natin sa 0. Then, lipat sa kabila. We have 4 raised to 3x plus 2 is equal to 1 over 256 raised to 2x minus 1. So, kailangan equal uli yung base. 1 over 256 is also equal to 256 raised to negative 1 o yung reciprocal. And yung 4 ay equal sa 2 raised to 2. And 256 is also equal to 2 raised to 8. So, parehas na sila ng base. So, using the law of exponent, the quantity a raised to m, raised to n is equal to a raised to mn. So, we distribute 2 sa exponent. We have 6x plus 4 and yung 8 sa negative 1. So, we have negative 8. So, using the same law of exponent, distribute uli natin yung negative 8 sa exponent niya sa labas. So, we have 2 raised to 6x plus 4 is equal to 2 raised to negative 16x plus 8. So, since equal na ang base nila, which is 2, pwede na ibaba ang exponent. So, we have 6x plus 4 is equal to negative 16x plus 8. So, pagsamahin natin yung magkakaparehang term, we have 6x and negative 16x. Pag nilipat mo yung 16x sa kabila, magiging positive, so that is 22x. And yung 4, pag nilipat sa kabila, magiging negative, so that is 8 minus 4, that equals 4. So, we have x is equal to 4 over 22. Therefore, the zero of h of x is 2 over 11, or the lowest term of what we found earlier na 4 over 22. So, don't forget the lowest term.